Right, we're live. I'm just putting it into a stand so that you can be stood and we can see stuff. I'm hoping people will come and join us in a minute. Let's see what
that's a point, yeah, because we'll just be talking to ourselves for the first bit, won't we?
Yeah, well, while people have a chance to see that it's here and it's live. You got it. You found it.
I'm watching.
Is it streaming? Is it working?
Is it?
Is that the other one? Oh, there's two people there now. Okay. Right, if you're about, let us know you're about. There we go. This is on the iPhone live. Yes, it is, Mark. Yes. Oh, and Hugh's put the volume on. Sorry about the audio problems. Sorry about everything else. But at the same time, how good is it that we can test out this technology?
Well, do you know what? We might not have got around to it, so this is a good way of doing it.
You can sit back a bit here, and then you'll be a bit more in view, won't you?
Yeah, I like this. Like
okay.
This. And in fact, I can't really because the chair's pushing me forward.
Okay.
Yeah, so, thanks for coming over, people. Sorry about
Gradually. That. We're getting there. We should give everyone a few seconds just to appear and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, it'll be all right. It should look good, actually. That's a really good point.
Which one says
because it's an iPhone and not a crappy webcam. That was something else I was trying to do today. I've actually brought a second iPhone with me, which was going to be our primary camera, for those of you interested about technology at all. But again, because I forgot the charger and I also forgot my USB hub, I've just screwed up a little bit.
But you know what? Sorry, guys. I like it. I like this.
Yeah.
We're testing out this new technology. Now, I wouldn't like people to think that because it's a bro show, that the female touch that Lucie brings means that we're just all in disarray and we can't do anything and we're just a couple of useless men. Or are we?
We're just men.
Or are we? We're just
men.
We're just innocent men. We're just normal men. We're just innocent men.
Oh, God.
A few people will get that.
Yeah.
Where were we? Right, so I was going to tell you that I'd opened a little mini phone, which is the third thing out of this, what are they called? I want to say Five Alive.
It's
Five Surprise.
Five Surprise.
They come in little sections like a
mini brands.
Chocolate orange.
They're called mini brands. You can pull the section thing off so it all falls to pieces if you want. It makes it easier to get to them, but you don't have to.
I didn't notice that, but yeah. So where were we?
Well, I've got a couple more shout-outs, but my phone, which has my shout-outs on, is now our camera. So I did message them to you last week, so we could look for them.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to think.
I've got a tiny Flynn Rider in a box.
It's Flynn Rider.
Have you seen one of these?
Not had a Flynn Rider. I've had a few others.
Lucie. Bonnie will love these.
Yeah. The boys weren't interested.
Because her dolls can play with these. She's got toys for her dolls now.
Do you know what I wanted to get you? I looked all over today to try and find some blind bag Muppets. And I didn't manage to find any at all. They were just sold out everywhere.
Oh dear.
Gutted.
Right.
You have to go
back quite a lot, aren't I?
Somewhere. Yeah, it was last week, wasn't it? So it will have to go back quite a way.
I got the Kermit one.
Excellent. We're going to do the extra magic time like this as well. And we probably won't go on for too much longer now, will we? Because it's not ideal, this situation, is it? Let's be honest. It's a bit of a nuisance. I'm really sorry, guys. And I don't blame a lot of you for not coming back. But those of you listening, it won't be seamless, will it? Because the sound will be different. But, and I'll probably put a disclaimer in. But apart from that, it'll be all right. And if this is the first time you've done one of these shows, tuned in live or tuned in at all, this isn't what it's usually like, is it, Hugh?
No.
Because we normally have a bit more control.
Well, we're very organised.
Yeah.
I just had my head down for ages and I'm just trying to find this message, that's all.
It's coming up.
It's coming up. It's there. No, I've gone back to April now. It's not long ago, was it?
No. Is that one of them? No. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll just save them for next week.
Yeah, we can do. Well, one of them's a Stitch shout-out, wasn't it?
It was, but without a name. This is the issue.
No, but it's in here, isn't it? Anyway, let's talk about something else while I find it. What were we talking about?
We were talking about lads' rides. Rides for lads, blokes.
Bros, rides, yeah.
What would we do if we went to DLP? Lads.
I was thinking this.
What would we do? Yeah, just me and you.
Would we have a buzz on from beer all day?
At the prices that No, we'd have a hip flask, wouldn't we?
We'd smuggle it in.
Pineapple rum in it.
Yeah. Ooh. It's getting less manly by the second.
I'll bring the
What will we do?
umbrellas.
Well, how are you for because Lucie's a bit tentative with some of the thrill rides, but I'll go on them.
I'm not a big fan of thrill rides, but I would absolutely go on them because I've not been on any of the proper thrill rides at DLP yet, and I want to, so I would go do that.
Have you been on Hyperspace Mountain?
I haven't been on Hyperspace Mountain. Fully intend to go on it when we go this time.
Yeah. It's not great when it broke down on me last time, which was,
Yeah, you
which was
said.
good. Yeah, I think we're going to have to save this Stitch one because I don't.
Right, well, we'll do the Patreon shout-outs next week for the other two of you. I'm really sorry, again, technical issues. I'm going to stop apologising now. I'm very apologetic.
I thought of a good voice.
It's in my nature.
Someone a couple of weeks ago said, a voice of your choosing, but next time I'm going to do the guy from Twilight Zone in honour of the Tower of Terror.
Ooh.
I've forgotten his name now. But yeah, that's one I can do.
Can you do, what's his face from the Thriller song?
Oh,
Yeah, him.
Vincent Price.
Yeah.
Not really, no. I maybe could if I worked on it. That's the thing, you see, you have to work on them.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to open the last one of these.
Okay, let's hope it's a lad's one. Is this Star Wars?
It is.
Oh, it is?
Is this open?
Don't know.
It's a little Grogu in a bag.
It's a Grogu bag.
So these, 'cause I wasn't quite sure what he meant, but these are literally
They're from the Disney, they're like the Disney store.
miniature products.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're cool.
I like it.
I quite like them.
I'm going to build this shelf as well while we're here.
Well, maybe don't do that right now.
Okay.
We probably ought to bring this to some kind of close, really, didn't we? Because it's all gone a little bit pear-shaped.
Yeah, we did the news.
We did the well.
Well, let's see what's going on in the chat because
Lucie's going to be so annoyed.
people have been going crazy in the chat, and we've just been
Oh wow!
neglecting them.
Crazy.
Yeah, Emma says falling apart without Lucy. You see,
Yeah.
that's what they're going to say about us.
Yeah.
Max,
Please never ever do this again.
Max says looks good, sounds good. Does the jingle cartwheel work? Cartwheel?
No, the jingles don't work, unfortunately, because look, or listen, or don't listen because you won't be able to hear, but my Stream Deck's died a death because it's plugged into the computer and everything runs off the computer, so no sounds.
David got the CBeebies quote.
Excellent.
If you don't know what that is, do go on YouTube and just put normal men, innocent men,
TikTok, it's all over TikTok.
until you find a
if you're young like
little
me.
doggy and a lady, and it's one of those things. Every time it appears, we've said this we said this a couple weeks ago, didn't we? You have to watch it every time it appears on Twitter. I have to sit and watch it.
And that's why I tweeted you that GIF yesterday, because that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
We were talking about this.
It's
very
that guy
clear
that goes,
and the cat that goes
with his shoulders. Yeah.
I love it because it zooms in on both of them all the time. It feels like it's building up to something and nothing ever happens.
David's asking, did they get Flynn's nose right? It's tiny. It's so tiny that I have to take my glasses off to look at it. I think
It's
they
not
did.
far off, is it?
It's not going to focus, but maybe it will. No, it won't. Yeah.
What else?
See, this is why we need 3, because once you start looking through the, I can do this when you and Lucy
Yeah, it doesn't make great
giving people
podcastery, does
important
it?
information. Yeah. Oh, so Max saying, hey, anyone know when Avengers Campus is going to open? Perhaps, maybe, allegedly. Well, we keep speculating. Don't
Soon. I think the general consensus is soon.
we? Very soon, like
Yeah.
June soon.
Yeah.
June soon? Could it be?
Well, if you talk to Lucy about it, you know, the clever one that normally sits between us, she would keep saying, well, I would expect it to have been announced by now, because she thinks we need at least 6 weeks build up, and we're what, end of June potentially now we're on? End of June maybe?
Yeah.
Honestly, if you follow DLP report, they're putting pictures up all the time of different things, changes, updates, improvements and stuff that are going on. They must be getting close now. They must be.
Yeah.
Wow, I said something useful for once.
You sometimes do.
I know.
David, again, he says, how are you with the suspension bridge? It scares me more than the thrill rides. What do you think about the suspension bridge in Adventureland?
We've not done Adventureland. We've not done
Right.
it. That's
Do you know
another
what?
thing we want to do this time as well.
Another one of those great walkthroughs that we have at Paris that you don't have at some of the other parts, and it's just, it feels endless sometimes. You go into the caves and there's like multiple levels of caves that you go around, and you can get a bit lost genuinely, and then you can walk around on the bridges and things, and there's a suspension bridge, and it's one of those that you go on it for a bit, and then you're okay when you're on the sort of the solid bit that's, it's attached to it. And then you get to another bit of bridge that's solid, but it's made with planks. And you feel like that's moving even though it's not.
Yeah.
Like when you go up an escalator that's stopped and it feels like it's moving.
Mm-hmm.
It has that effect. But yeah, because some kids go on that and jump up and down and, it's not nice to... I always try and wait until it's empty, which is a bit, difficult sometimes. But if you can get your own clear on it, it's good. I don't mind the wobbles, but Lucie and Body, not so much. But yeah, that's a good shout for a... It's troublesome saying manly, isn't it? Like, because it's not manly.
A manly ramble.
I think we're using manly in an old-fashioned sense to suggest that it's tough to go on it. But as we all know, women are hella tough, aren't they, Chris?
Indeed. Indubitably.
Yeah.
Indubitably.
Yeah. So don't get us wrong about this manly talk.
What would we do then, you?
It's a byword for just anyone who's got some guts.
Seriously, what would we do? If we were in DLP for a day,
Yeah.
we'd eat at Agrabah, wouldn't we?
We'd eat spicy food.
Yes.
Now, this isn't just about men, it's about not our wives, isn't it?
Well, no, Laura absolutely would.
If Lucie doesn't like spicy,
if you happen to be
Laura
there
does.
at the same time as us in August,
She-
Lucie takes the kids, we can go and eat there.
So Laura's a spice lord, as they call it on First We Feast.
Absolutely, yeah.
A YouTube channel. She's a spice lord. So we definitely eat at Agrabah's.
I want a picture of us at the top of the best Disney castle. I think that's important.
And people in the chat, we all know the best Disney castle by now, we know, is the Queen of Hearts castle.
Yes.
In the Labyrinth.
Yes.
Everyone knows that. It's the best one in any of the parks.
Mark's just joined, by the way. Hi, Mark. He says,
He says, we're flying to DLP at 5 a.m. tomorrow. 5 a.m. No Avengers, eh? I'll still be one of those blokes peeping through the fence going, whoa.
Mark, we're live on my iPhone for the first time ever because I ran out of charge on my laptop. But the chat, for any of you who don't know this, I'm learning as I go. The chat appears on the screen when you post something, like Kelfie just put, we go August 28th. And then as people keep typing, it appears underneath, but then they gradually just fade out and disappear. So if you don't read them straight away, you lose them.
But I've got it up on my phone too. I like this.
I quite like it.
I prefer this.
I'm interested to know what the sound quality's like, because maybe we'll just get rid of all the rest of the stuff and just do it like this.
I can listen to it now.
I wanted to get you. I looked all over today.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
What do you think? Let's just sack all this stuff off.
Well, we need a nicer background, but it's
Yeah.
a much simpler way of doing it.
It is. It's quite close up as well.
we've
That's
just got-
in the worries.
but
If we
we've
move
just
back
got
to
new
an
mics.
acceptable distance.
We've just got new mics. We're just normal mics. We're just innocent mics.
Yeah,
Sound quality is amazing, says...
It's just, the only thing about the sound quality though is, if we get to a distance where the three of us are in, we don't need to talk about this now, live on the show, do we? But if we got to a distance where we're a distance away, we're going to be further away from the microphone, which means it's not going to pick up as well, which means there'll be a lot more ambient noise going on, so it might not work quite so well. But it's something to think about.
It's a good backup.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying just chatting with the chat people.
Yeah, it's good. We should do this more often.
Yeah. This is a good thing now, because in the early days we had to have a plan for the show. Otherwise,
we should have had a plan today.
Otherwise,
really.
otherwise it's 20 minutes long. But we can always go to the chat for questions and things. Sarah goes, in 36 days. I really hope it will be open, but I bet it will be the week after.
Oh.
And you'll get home and it'll open, and you'll go, oh, just our luck.
We're at 92 now. I think it will be open. That's
yeah.
I'm going to say by August it should be open. If it isn't open, then they want to shake their heads a bit, don't they? Really?
We're down to like we're almost down to single figures now for our trip.
Ooh, yeah,
When is it? Isn't it? It's a week on Thursday.
Yeah, we've got. So next week it's all of us, isn't it? And then the week after that, I think it'll be me and Lucas. So nicely organised. Oh, actually, for me and Lucas, I have a plan. I'm going to do a quiz. So we'll do the regular news and stuff, and then me and Lucas will host a quiz for the guys in the chat. And if you're listening, you can fast forward through the whole thing and get all the answers before you even start if you want to. And we're going to do a bit of a quiz. I thought that
sounds good, yeah.
So, yeah. And then the week after that, I think now we've got this working, you guys are going to come at us live from Walt Disney World potentially, aren't you?
We'll be coming in hot from Florida.
So that'll be really
hopefully.
cool.
You know, barring any positive tests.
Yes. Magical by Sarah says, are we going to have any more bro shows? I mean, after the success of this one,
I
why
don't
wouldn't
think
we?
people want another bro show.
We're losing subscribers as we speak.
I like it. It's a novelty.
Yeah, it's something a bit different, isn't it?
Ginger Fox goes in 44 days.
Yes.
You know, everyone's going.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a shame we're not going to Disneyland Paris for a bit. But hopefully this year.
Yeah.
It will be this year.
Yeah.
You know what we're like.
I know I say this all the time, but do you remember back in 2020 when we decided to start doing a weekly DLP show podcast and then it all shut and we had loads of shows to do where nothing was happening.
Yeah.
Where the news was no news.
Yeah. But we had virtual park days.
We did. And now I keep thinking we should do another one, but it's pointless because so many people are there and doing it for real. And we're getting trip reports back and things as well that we can talk about.
It was good to do.
Yeah, it was fun.
When we had to.
Yeah.
Stacey's going in 20 days.
Wow.
Everyone's going to be there. Wits Wanderlust says, I can't decide if it would be better if it opens when we are there because everyone will be there and other lines will be shorter, or worse because it will be busier overall.
I've been thinking about that
I wonder that
as
too.
well. But are they going to massively increase capacity as soon as it opens? Or will the capacity stay the same? Which means that if you go to the studios, the likelihood is the rest of the studios will be pretty accessible. You might find it's a bit quieter on your Tower of Terrors and stuff because people are queuing for Spidey. And the Disneyland Park will probably be a bit quieter as well.
I wonder if it'll just kind of... Both those points will just mean it's about the same.
Probably, yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll cancel each other out.
The big difference being loads of people will be walking around with massive chocolate bars.
Yeah. I was worried about going to Galaxy's Edge because when we were going to go in 2020, it was quite new, and I was worried it was going to be crazy busy. But now it's 2 years later, so it should be okay.
You'd see people on YouTube and Twitter and stuff going there, and it's never looks overly busy, does it?
No.
It doesn't look crowded, so yeah, I think it'd be all right.
Wits Wanderlust is here for the massive chocolate bars.
So am I, but there's no point in being here for them because they're not here. They've
taken
California.
They took the mango whip away.
You and your mango whip. When are you going to make me some food from that Star Wars recipe book?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, we'll have a party.
I think that'd be great. Well, Lucy would have finished this ages ago. We could just sit here and carry on chatting.
We could. We're getting drunk on these alcohol-free beers.
I'm really enjoying it, actually. It's very, very nice.
They're very cheap. Oh, are we backwards?
Are we?
No, we're not. Just improve. No, we're not. It's fine.
Okay. There we go.
Some people would say that we are
Well,
backwards.
well, yeah, there is that. Well, if we've got this much to talk about now, what on earth are we going to talk about on Extra Magic Time?
Oh, yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we will.
Come and join us and find out if you're a Patreon pal.
Yeah.
I think we probably should finish off, really, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
We've kind of run out of things to talk about.
Yeah. it's getting a
we
bit
actually have
rambly.
anything to talk
It's
about?
getting a bit rambly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll wrap it up. Do you reckon we can sing the theme tune?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Bomb. Bomb.
That's better, thank you.
Bomb.
Right, we will see you next time, and it'll be a lot better because Lucy will be here. All right, and if you're if you're a Patreon pal, go and find the link in Patreon and join us in a few minutes on that link, and we'll speak to you there.
And men, get your prostates checked.
Lads.